Hello everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Yap. What? I can't say words. Welcome to the Weekly Yap number 8. I know, been a while. Hasn't been weekly for sure. But hi, welcome back. This is the show, the series where I talk about my life and its happenings. And my God, has a lot of life been happening? There has been a whole hell of a lot going on, chat. There has been a chat. God, what am I? I can't even say words right. There's been a whole hell of a lot going on, and so I wanted to make a video to talk about it. This isn't like gonna be like some sad post or anything like that. No, things are actually I'm in a very odd position right now, so let's get into that. I have a few bullet points, but I guess I should start with sort of what motivated me to make this video again. And it is because just recently I got off of a meeting with my team, which, yeah, I have one of those now, which is crazy in and of itself. Absolutely wild in and of itself that I have a team that I get to work with and make stuff with. But if I get my little notebook here, we talked about a lot of things. And that's good, because I think pretty much the main topic that I want to get on, at least with this video, is that as of recently, felt a lot more focused. I felt significantly more focused, more concentrated. I think I'm finally, like, figuring out what I want to do and who I want to be. And that has been really good. That has been really, really, really good. During this meeting, you know, I talked about a lot of the business stuff. You know, I made a plus and minus of, like, all the stuff we want to do. You know, like, getting higher quality clips right now is one of our main priorities. I want to do more Let's Plays because, I mean, I love making them. You guys seem to really like watching them. And it seems like, they're going to start getting a lot more popular on YouTube again. You know, we've been in this weird spot with content for a while where there was a lot of brain rot sort of going around, and I don't know, as of like the last year or two, people seem to have all of a sudden gotten really, really tired. What is going on there? People all of a sudden have seemed to have gotten pretty tired of it, and honestly, I'm real happy about it. I'm really happy about it, because what that means is that it seems like the sphere of content and overall online entertainment sphere is starting to heal, you know? It seems like people are much more appreciative of, you know, the more, just, I mean, like I said before, just like Let's Play style content, just getting in, just like, it seems like people are coming back around to just more genuine content, which works really well, because which works really well as I transition to my next point, which is that, you know, during this whole meeting, we discussed strategy of like, okay, how do we make this shit happen? How do we make this happen, right? Because I'm not just gonna sit here on my ass anymore, right? You know, I've been sitting here on my ass for months now, just not doing anything, feeling stuck, feeling helpless, feeling hopeless, and I'm tired of doing that. So it is time to make moves and make things happen, and so that's what we're gonna do. But one of the biggest points that we kind of hit during this meeting is that honestly, the best move right now is just being myself, you know? It's like I said a few seconds ago, where, you know, people seem to really want that genuine feel of content back, and I think that's something I can provide. I think that's something I can provide, you know, pretty well, and I look forward to it a lot. You know, I look forward to it a lot. You know, I've been on, you know, this kind of quest for ages now to like, try to find what it is that I actually enjoy doing. And, you know, it's been the thing that just plagues me constantly, day in, day out. And I do think that I've now kind of figured it out. And the solution is kind of just, I mean, how do I word this properly? By the way, I apologize that this is going to be such a mess of words. Which, that's another thing that I do want to get better at. I want to get better at, you know, being more cohesive, you know, when I do these sort of videos, because, I mean, you know, I can be cohesive when I'm recording something, like a certain topic, but, you know, these are important too. But anyways, God, what was I saying? Right, that, I'd sort of been on this quest for the longest time to try to, like, figure out what it is that I really wanted to do. But it does seem like I've kind of nailed it down, and that's, and it's to do whatever I want, to be honest. You know, talking to my team, talking to other people, looking at what other creators are doing, I sort of just realized that I came into content at a very weird time where everything was sort of just brain-rotty weirdness, but because of this recent change and this recent kind of shift towards more genuine content, I think there's never been a better time, you know, if that makes sense. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, I feel very lucky because I legitimately do think now, like, there's not even, like, doubt in my head anymore that, you know, I really think we can do this. You know, we've got a system set up. I'm in contact with a bunch of clippers that are gonna help out, and, like, we can make this work, right? Like, I think for the longest time I thought, like, oh, there has to be some, like, one button press solution that will sort of solve all of my problems, but that's just not what it is. You know, that's just not the case. It seems like the reality is that I just have to be me. Like, this is such a hard thing to, like, properly word. And, you know, as we go through more of these weekly apps, which I will start doing weekly again, you know, hopefully I'll get better at, you know, explaining things. But I think because I've gone so long without really recording one of these, it is going to be a jumbled mess, and I do apologize for that. But, you know, I'm sure the long-time viewers who, in all honesty, will probably be the only ones watching this one, I'm sure you guys will get it, as you always do. And that's another thing I'd like to touch on a little bit, is that I am just so goddamn thankful towards the community that I built. I'm so incredibly thankful. I still don't think I deserve even half of what I have. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm taking a pretty huge gamble right now. You know, both metaphorically and monetarily. You know, editing ain't cheap, you know, doing all this stuff ain't cheap. And while it's not, you know, world-ending amounts of money, it is all funding that I've gotten from my community. And that's sort of what's made this possible. So I am, again, like, I say it so often, but it's just because it's true. But, dude, I don't think I'll ever be able to describe just how my community makes me feel. Because, like, it's gotten to the point now where I'm fully convinced that there are some people that would follow me to the ends of the earth, man. And that is like, let me be very clear. I don't want to sound like some, like, fucking, like, evil psycho mastermind, right? But, like, how do I say this? It's astonishing to me having people genuinely care about the things that I make. I think that's the best way to word it. It is astonishing to me just how many people care, and I like it a lot. I like it a lot, you know. I didn't put it into perspective until recently, but now that I have, I feel so much better and so much more confident about what I do. So yeah, overall, life is just really starting to look up, and you know, I think for once in a while, I'm actually not scared of it, you know? I think that, like, because of the way that my life has sort of played out, I've sort of been kicked down every time I try to get back up, right? You know, metaphorically, right? But, like, it's sort of been a trend in my life that every single time that something good happens, something bad has to follow suit. But I think what I've recently discovered is that I think I now have the confidence to fight back against those bad things. Like, for the first time in my life, I feel strong enough to take on the hardships. I feel strong enough to keep going despite the fact that it may be impossibly difficult. The fact that, like, I mean, in all odds, there is a, like, 0.01% chance that this really succeeds. Like, the chances that I actually do this are so abysmally low. But I'm still trying to do it. And that means a lot. And that means a lot. Because it's because of you guys that I do have that confidence and that motivation. So thank you. Thank you. It does mean so much. Also, with this video, I'm gonna cut it at probably like 20-ish minutes. Again, with these, I don't really edit these, right? It just doesn't feel right to me to edit these. Because, again, like, the whole point of the series is for me to have my thoughts on display. But yeah, that's just a little bit of a side note. God, where was I going? You know, with these videos, I would like to say that I do want to start, you know, making them a bit better, right? I want to be able to, you know, make higher quality versions of this. And that's another thing, actually, is that a different thing that I sort of came to realize is that it's not a bad thing to want to improve. I guess it's not wrong of me to want to seek fame, fortune, glory, you know, all the stuff, right? You know, because, well, none of that stuff is my main motivation. It is kind of what I need to survive. You know, I can't really live off of, you know, just hopes and dreams. I mean, I can sure as hell try. And I do. Trust me, I do. I don't know. I think overall, there's just been a lot of, like, acceptance lately. Accepting that I am who I am. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I can't let anything get in the way of that, right? I had a little bit of a moment when I was with my team today where I sort of had a bit of, I guess the best way to call it would be like an outburst, in all honesty, where I sort of sat there and I was like I/we, because it is a team of people now, I think we really do have the potential of changing the space of content from what it is right now. Because it seems like right now, what the scene needs is like a catalyst to really kick off the change, you know? Because it seems people are tired. People are tired of, you know, the over-the-top, you know, super mind-rotty style. And I really do think that there is a chance that I could be that person for the sphere of content, you know? It's been my goal in life since I had conscious thoughts that I want to be the person for as many people as I can. Not in the sense of, like, I don't need to be people's saviors, right? Like, I'm not a god, right? Like, that's just ridiculous. But what I want to be is just someone's reason to realize that they can be more than what they currently are. You know, I want to be an inspiration to as many people as I can. I think that's the best way of putting it. I just want to inspire people, you know? You know, a lot of my friends, even right now, like a lot of my close friends, both in and out of content, are like, they're just not doing well. Like, people are just not having a great time right now. And I really do think, I'd like to hope that just maybe, if I do things right, if I truly, you know, put my heart out, put all the cards on the table, that things can work out. And I know it sounds dumb, right? Like, I know it sounds dumb. You know, even talking to my team, they're like, dude, this sounds like it sounds like some Disney movie pipe dream, right? Of like, oh, I wanna inspire me, I wanna change the world. But I mean, that is the reality, man. That is the reality, right? Like, I don't like what I see in the world, and I have the time, the energy, and the resources to do something about it. And therefore, I think it would be wrong of me to not do something. Right? I feel like it'd be wrong of me to not do something. You know, with all this renewed confidence, with this renewed hope, I want to do something. I want to do something about it, right? I think that's all for the foolhardy. I don't even know if that's the right word. That's all for that segment. But moving on to, I guess, just the going forward of my accounts is, right now the plan is that I am going to be posting shorts every single day starting on the 6th, which is the debut. We're going to be doing that. So every single day we're going to be posting a short. I'm going to post at least one long form video a week, at the very least. What I want to do is, one, like produced, edited long form video, and then one Let's Play. Because I really like the Let's Plays. And those are, I think, what could really be the catalyst. With the Let's Plays, it's just going to be, I'm going to post them as often as I can make them, to be totally honest. You know, I think that's, I think there's someone that, I think there's something that a lot of people would like to see, and it's also something that I don't see pretty much anyone else doing. So, why not? Am I right? Why not? You know, I see no reason not to just do, you know? I see no reason not to just do stuff, you know? It's the whole point of this, like, the whole point of this video series, right, is just so I can yap, you know? Like, the whole point of this video series is just me talking to you guys honestly about life. And that is exactly how I want it to stay. You know, I don't know. My brain is still jumbled right now. There's still a lot of thoughts going on. But I guess we can go into, like, other good news, which is that I am now back on proper medications. So my ADHD, my anxiety, and especially the recent one has been my sleep. I finally got a sleep medication that, at least last night, has helped me out so much. So that has been absolutely amazing. That has been that has been remarkably good. So yeah, overall things are looking really up, guys. Things are looking really up, and I'm just really excited again. I'm really excited again to just see where things go. Like, I'm willing to just take things a step at a time. Like, I'm happy. I feel really genuinely happy. You know, despite the flaws, despite, you know, bad stuff that goes on from time to time, I feel like I am able to fight against that. And I haven't felt that way in a long time. I haven't felt that way in a long time. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for just for everything that you guys continue to do. And, I do think we're gonna start seeing a lot more people around here soon, so I better start getting cohesive on these things. But, yeah, I think that's about it, really. I'm really excited to go forward. Again, so sorry that this is, like, super incohesive, but it's gonna be good looking forward. I am really excited for the future, and I hope that you guys are too, because I think some really cool things are on the way. I know I've said that for a long time, but I don't know. Something about right now, it feels different, and it feels really right. So, thank you guys for sticking with me through all of this. Thank you guys for just being here through everything. It means the absolute world to me, and I can't wait. I can't wait to do more, man. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye!